Years, but there's two parts of the signal path that really haven't changed a lot, I would say, since the 1940s. I've always enjoyed teaching down here because of the recording technology, because of the older recording technology that exists in this building, along with very, very cutting-edge digital technology that I use to teach the classes. There's kind of a dichotomy there, but also they work very well together. So just that energy of the building. Just the feeling that I know right beyond the wall of this classroom there's this huge archive of records that are the basis of what I do as a recording engineer, but also the basis of what I teach. So that's just always been a really cool thing to me over the years that I've taught down here. Very, very valuable. This facility, the studio, our access to it, without that, the program wouldn't be nearly as vital and viable as it is now.
But the building was actually built in 1982, about 20 years after the Belfer was founded, as the first purpose-built building for the preservation of audio. And it was called a laboratory initially because they worked on techniques and equipment, actually creating equipment, experimenting with different ways in which they could preserve the sounds of obsolete media, so the old cylinder recordings, the wire recordings, discs, magnetic tape. They were experimenting with all sorts of different ways that they could best capture the signal of those original media and put it into the most modern, up-to-date media. I think what's important about the Belfer is it has many different purposes. So it's a place where people come for classes that have to do with audio. So they learn about audio editing, or they learn about audio equipment, or in my case, the students learn about the history of audio, either sound recordings or radio. Also, we have the studio where the students make their own music, and they learn about how best to record that music. So that's part of what goes on in this building. And then you lower the stylus onto the recording. I think recordings and film have this in common, that they give you not just a second, not just a snapshot of history, but they give you the time that the recording took. But they also, through the sounds, we get the sounds of a time, the sounds of a culture, the way people spoke, the way they sang, the way that they expressed themselves, the topic of the songs, the techniques in which the songs were played, or the news events were relayed. All that is as much a part of the cultural moment as the words that were said.